Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. My name is Doug, and in this video I'm going to make some more parts for my work. Just something that I do a lot of that I don't really video. So these they're called filter baskets. They're going to go, we get semis, loads of like used dirty oil and other stuff. And then when we remove it, pump it out of the trucks, it goes into a pipeline, and before it hits the first pump, they're what they are is a filter basket. So everything that would be coming out of the truck, it'll catch, like nuts, bolts, screws, any bigger junk that we don't want running through our pumps. So I got one right here. I just made it. I'm doing my intro after I'm done, just so I can show you what I'm doing and tell you what I'm doing and what it is. But yeah, you just take the lid off this thing, set it down in there, and put the lid back on, and then all the material, the oils and everything drops down in. All the heavy stuff will fall, and then the rest of it will go, straight down the line to the next pump or the tank that it's going to get stored into till we get around to treating it, or what they do to it. So also I got two new tools for the shop too. Now you saw the K&T head last week, and I also bought a slip roll. It's not real big heavy duty, but it's strong enough to do this. This is stainless steel, 1/4 inch perforated. It's 14 gauge. So you'll get to see that machine, and also to do those. Got the Harbor Freight spot welder. This is the 240 volt. So this is a lot stronger than that little one. And I was a little leery. I know. I don't mind so much Harbor Freight. It's just the Chicago Tool brand usually has a bad rap, which Intel give Harbor Freight a bad name. But that's a good tool. It works good. So again, this is the 240 volt single phase. So well, yeah, I guess we'll start off over at the computer, at AutoCAD, drawing this up. Okay, over here I'm in AutoCAD. It's an older version, but it works great for just 2D graphics. So what I did to make the filter basket, well, of course I measured it. I got the diameter 6 3/4. So to get the circumference, you times that number times pi. So once you do 6.75 times 3.14, you get 21,195. So there's my length right there, and then I added 1/2 inch for the lap, and then the bottom is the 6 3/4, and then I put tabs on it that'll get bent up so I can spot weld these tabs. This is just a trial. I mean, if it works, we're going to use it, but I'd like eventually to build or find a roll that can make little cups, like a tray that I can put that in, that would be bent up. I thought about making a die and using one of our presses at work to try to press them, but if this works, this is fine. These are 1 inch long and 1/2 inch. They stick out off of it 1/2 inch, and they're 1 inch. So I should be able to get 2 spot welds on each one. And so yeah, then that's it for that. Then I sent it over to sheet cam, laid it all out, I didn't have to really do anything other than go into my plasma cutting parameters, tell it what gauge and the layer, that it is. Since I didn't do anything, it automatically names the layer. You can change the name to whatever you want, but I don't. This is an outside offset, so it'll cut on the outside diameter parameter of the part. My feed rate's 130 inches per minute, and I did put an arc for the lead in and lead out. Lead in is 150 thousandths, my lead out's just 50 thousandths. So then from there, whoops, I'll go back over here. I've already set my table where I want it. The torch is already set. Zero out all my axis. Load my G-code. And click on the tap file. And she's ready to cut. Plasma table's on, air's on. It's going to cut quick. And this is a perforated stainless 14 gauge with 1/4 inch holes in it. And we'll hit the start. Okay, so I cut that out real nice. Got it already air blowed off. It's got an oil on it, but here's what I was talking about doing with the bottom. Okay, here's another little gem that I picked up at that warehouse that I bought that K&T head from, and bought a few other things. This is one of them. I'm not going to leave it in this condition here. It's basically a tabletop mount style roller. They got the drive kind of jinkied up and set up. I mean, it does work. It's setting on like a wooden sawhorse, and then they put a bunch of wood on it to brace it, to make it, it works, but I want to put it on my welding table on one end of it, and then redo the motor drive, put a different motor on it. I don't want a belt drive. I'm going to use like Lovejoy coupling and other stuff, so there's no moving parts. Yeah, you can guard this, but it's now it wiggles enough now that it's a pile of crap right now. I mean, but it does work. So what I'm going to do is roll, well, I'm going to roll all these filter baskets. And it's not really, I've already made one and it rolled it okay, but being perforated, it'll do it a lot better or easier. But if this was a solid piece of stainless, no, this thing won't do it. It does have like a little house switch on it, and then there's a foot pedal pressure switch down here on the floor. So if your fingers get in it, you take your damn foot off of it. Okay, now for this, the lower roller, you're basically setting your gauge thickness with it. And the belt starts slipping on it. So I'm probably going to have to do something else by the time I'm done here to keep it on there. Then you just, on the back roller, you just give it a little tiny turns and bring it up, and then it'll start creating your roll. And I also flip them around from end to end. Give another half turn. I think I can work with that. All right, I think I got it where I want it. I mean, eventually I'm going to make some kind of jig or something that where it's not going to take so much time. But I think it's at the measurement, and I brain farted this piece, so I got to remake this because I need this to fit the inside diameter, not the outside. So right now it's at the outside, would make this outside almost 3/8 bigger. Not being able to stretch it tight, put it on tight, It would probably go to the outside, but I don't know. Now, if you just saw the review of my Harbor Freight Chicago Electric spot welder, go check that out after this video. But I have a 240 volt spot welder from, got it from Harbor Freight. It's a Chicago Electric. It'll do, you can see in the video, I think I threw the parts away already. But it does a good job for what it is. I mean, like I said, I'm looking at another one, an industrial one, water cooled even. But I think this will work just fine for now. And it's kind of hard to get you in on the action here. I don't know if I'll be able to do it or not. Start on this side. And I was mentioned in the other video that I want to extend these bars, and now you can see why. I'm only going to be able to go in 6 inches. That's what she said. And it works pretty damn good. And I'll put about a bazillion of them in this thing. But I don't know if I can get that or not. Yep, I got it. Because I'm using the jaw here to try to push it down together. I remade that piece down to an inside measurement of 6 5/8. And it's still a little tight, but I got it in there. Took a little persuading. Woo! Got thin on the edge. Well, now I got to take a piece of round rod and roll that and go around the outside of that. Man, the flies in here. I'll know next time to make it a little longer. I don't think it will at all, really. I mean, this is 1/4 inch thick. Well, I think it might have. Should have done a test piece, cut me a little piece and tried it, but I'm still probably going to go around it with the MIG. There's that. They don't have to be buffed and polished and pretty, because this is going to go into a big nasty vat. And it won't even look like that in a few months by the time these guys get done beating the crap out of them to knock the stuff out of them. But like I said, these are thicker than what they're using now. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button. I'd like to thank all my new subscribers, like 40 of them over the last week and a half. Thanks for joining on. I'm over 1,000 subs now. So I'll be putting together a video here soon. You know, appreciation video, you know, 1,000 subscriber drawing, and I think you'll like what I'm going to give away to a lucky person. So, yep. Hey, see you in the next video.